For the next 24 hours, we'll be eating only Korean convenience store foods.
And then we'll compare with another 24 hours of Japanese convenience store.
But that's not all. We'll go back home to Australia and have another 24 hours of convenience store foods.
And we'll eat at a different convenience store chain for every meal. We'll find out which convenience store is the best and which country has the best convenience store. Hint, probably not Australia.
It's currently 10 a.m. in Seoul and we're about to have breakfast at CU.
Hey, so I'm going to pause right there. We had some audio issues in Korea, so we'll fast forward to Japan and we'll show Korea at the end. Hope you still enjoy. It's currently 10:44 a.m. in Tokyo. We just had 7-Eleven in Korea, so let's compare it straight away with the 7-Eleven in Japan. Japanese convenience stores are well renowned for their affordable, yummy food and cheap alcohol. But how does it stack up against its Korean cousin? So we had the Korean version of onigiri, so we definitely need to try it here so that we can compare. Alright, so our normal favorite is tuna mayo, but I don't actually see it anywhere, unless they change the packaging. I will need to Google Translate. Alright, let's get a tuna mayo, spicy pollock roe. And we definitely can't forget my favorite, which is melon pan. And personally, I'm a fan of dango as well, so haven't tried one from a convenience store yet, so let's see how it goes. Alright, so this is kind of a late breakfast, so we're gonna get some more stuff. So this one looks pretty interesting. We'll talk about that later. Does anyone else think that looks like Salem Saberhagen from Sabrina the Teenage Witch? I found a tea that says it reduces body fat, which I definitely need. And of course, we can't not pick up some of the godly hot food.
A pizza bun as well, spicy fried chicken and pepper and garlic as well.
Alright guys, I'm really excited because we've got our breakfast 7-Eleven haul. And we're sitting in this beautiful park in the middle of Roppongi. So we're going to start off with the hot food, and that's the other reason why I'm excited. So for everyone who doesn't know, the fried chicken at Japanese convenience stores are on another level. So let's give it a try. I have ordered the spicy fried chicken and the pepper and garlic. I'm not sure which one's which. It's like a mystery pack. I see some pepper there, so I think this might be the pepper and garlic. All right, I'm going to put it back in the bag. That is so good. It's crispy on the outside, moist on the inside, absolutely perfect. If you haven't ever tried this, you definitely need to try it. Every convenience store has their own fried chicken. Family Mart has the most famous one, but I'd say the best one's actually Lawson, which we're gonna try for lunch. Okay, so the fact that the other one's the pepper and garlic one, this one must be the spicy fried chicken one. Actually, this one might be the pepper and garlic. Oh yeah, I think this one's actually the pepper and garlic. It's actually more spicy than the spicy one, but it's equally as good. The spice on the outside actually reminds me of the Vietnamese shaking beef flavor. That's actually pretty good.
Okay, so I have some coffee because it's morning and I've only had a very sad instant coffee. But this one is hot, as in it's like the temperature is hot. Nice and sweet. So they had a few different types of buns, but I chose their pizza one. It's gotten a bit soggy, but look, it says pizza on there. It's a bit sad. It's just some pasta sauce and some cheese. But I think as we waited a bit long, the cheese isn't as melty as it should be.
Now on to my next favourite thing at convenience stores, melon pan bread. Now the reason why they're called melon pan is not because they're melon flavoured, but they're meant to be in the shape of a melon. Like a cantaloupe. Nothing to see inside, but that is very satisfying. It's basically a sweet bread with sort of a cookie-like crumble on the outside and sugar crystals. Some of them have really visible sugar crystals, this one not so much, but it's still nice and sweet. It's a very sweet bread, very nice. So another thing that I enjoy are dango. These ones have red bean paste inside, so they're a bit different to the ones that I normally get, which is that sort of savoury, sweet, syrupy sauce. Now, dango usually surprises me because it's sort of a savoury dish, even though I feel like it's dessert, but this one might be a bit sweet. Let's give it a go. So it's very satisfying. If you like mochi, you'll like this. It tastes like a mochi with red bean filling. It's very Asian flavors. If you like that, definitely like it. I really like it. I'll try and pull it apart so you can see the inside. Alright, so the last thing we're going to try are the onigiri. I feel like we're giving you basically the best hits of Japanese convenience stores for this breakfast. So onigiri is definitely a staple for Japanese convenience stores. You definitely need to try some. I already know that it's good. There's a special way to open it, so I'm going to try my best to show you on camera. Alright, let's see if I can do this properly. So there's a tab that you pull down. And then now you've got it separated into halves, and you pull one side. Oh shit, I didn't separate it enough. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I embarrassed myself with that. But basically they do this to keep it fresh. So the rice is separated from the seaweed so that the seaweed doesn't go soft. That just hits the spot. You've got the crunchy seaweed on the outside, you've got some nice rice carbs, and then you've got the tuna mayo. Just a very nice filling meal. Like if you need something on the go, definitely try the onigiri. Highly rated. Whew, that was very satisfying. Then we had the spicy cod roe off camera, and that wasn't too good. So onigiri in general, very good, but some flavors might not be that great. Tuna mayo, definitely recommended. So usually they come in that triangle form, but sometimes they come in different shapes and different colored rice. I've never tried this before, but it looks interesting. So let's see how it goes. This one doesn't open that special way, so we'll just unwrap it normally. I stand corrected. Dip just pointed out that there's an arrow. Oh, that's pretty cool. It even says cool choice. So we definitely made a cool choice, guys. This looks like it'll get messy. This one's actually really good. But I feel like I'm eating it wrong because it feels like I'm making a big mess. The egg is done very well. The yolk very creamy. There's some sort of sauce underneath. And the rice is nicely seasoned as well. I'd say this is pretty solid. If you've followed us for a while, you know that I eat a lot. So when I wasn't sure what drink to get, I saw this one that says it reduces body fat. And I thought that's exactly what I needed. Yeah. Tastes like nice ice cold green tea. And another tip for Japan and convenience stores in general is that Japan doesn't have many public trash cans or bins, so you need to make sure that you take care of your own rubbish. So if you get takeaway, make sure that you do get a bag and then put all your rubbish back in and take it with you, either back to your hotel or back to the convenience store to chuck it away. Don't litter, guys.
So that was 7-Eleven for breakfast, and now we're at Family Mart for lunch. Stay tuned for dinner at a very special Lawson. A lot of Japanese convenience stores also have seating areas, but we're going to take our lunch for somewhere special after this. Has a lot of hot food, but the most famous is something called famichiki. So we'll definitely pick up one of those. So this is our Family Mart haul. Cost about 21 Australian dollars. Another coffee, different brand this time. I think this one tastes a bit more watery than the Boss coffee from this morning. We first discovered these chips 5 years ago, but last time we went to Japan we couldn't find them, but I found them again today. These are spicy cod roe chips. Oh yeah, they look exactly like what I remember. ASMR. Yum. So it's a very a light texture, a light crispy texture. Really airy, a little bit sweet. Not really spicy though, with a bit of saltiness at the end.
So I got the job of reviewing the Fami Chiki, which is the Family Mart fried chicken, because I'm personally a big fan of them. So I'm going to be a bit biased already. So I've made this mistake before, but you can actually tear this here. It didn't really tear that well this time, but then now you've got the nice Fami Chiki to eat. That is absolutely delicious.
So we have our little bento box with some pickled radish, pickled seaweed, got a fair bit of rice with some, I think it's some eggs, some mince, plus a katsu. We'll start off with the katsu. I mean, it looks a bit sad, it looks a bit soggy. It is a bit soggy, but it's not bad. Overall, it's decent. You've got some rice, you've got some flavouring, and I guess for a microwave pork cutlet, it's actually pretty decent.
So before we try out our next hot food, I gotta wash that yummy chicken down. So I saw this thing that said Chardonnay straight tea, and it says afternoon tea. So that's perfect for lunch. Oh, that's interesting. It's tea with a slight grape flavour. I'm not sure what I think about it. It's not bad. Time for the premium pork bun. So we didn't just get any old pork bun, we got the special premium pork bun. And I'll tell you why it's premium as I'm unwrapping it. So this is the Kurobuta pork bun. Kurobuta is the special breed of pig that's called black pig. I'm pretty impressed. That's as good as any restaurant pork bun that I've had. I think it costs $2 Australian or less.
So we've got a ham, cheese, egg and potato salad sandwich. And there's opening instructions. Oops, I don't think that worked very well. I'm just gonna eat it, but I'm confused because there's 5 slices of bread here. Okay, so that looks like it's a ham and cheese. That might be the egg, so that's one sandwich there. And then this one's potato salad. Reminds me of the Idol sandwich. Let's start off with our potato salad sandwich. Look, it's not bad. It tastes like potato salad. The sandwich, like the bread part, is really soft and fluffy though, and it comes crustless. I probably wouldn't get this one again though. This one is a bit more aesthetic. You've got the egg layer, then there's the cheese, ham and cucumber. But it's funny because I think when they load the sandwich, they put all the filling like in the center. So the back edges here it's basically just bread. Not bad. Cucumber gives it a nice bit of texture. Otherwise, it is just ham, cheese and egg. Decent.
So the last thing I'm gonna try is the spam musubi. So spam musubi is grilled spam wrapped in seaweed and rice. I don't know if it's an Asian thing, but I really like spam and all my Asian friends I know really like spam, but when I talk to Caucasian people back in Australia, they think spam is disgusting. Maybe you can tell me if, you know, it's an Asian thing. So first of all, this spam looks a bit sad. See, on the picture it's nice and grilled, but this looks very pale. So you've got the rice layer, seaweed, spam, egg, all wrapped up. Now I've had this one before and it's usually better grilled, but this spam looks very sad. Yeah, this is one sad spam musubi. I definitely think that it can be better, and I've had better than this. So I think this is just a once-off, or maybe convenience store spam musubi is sort of hit and miss. So
We're just going to enjoy the park for a little bit, but stay tuned because dinner will be at a special Lawson.
Dinner time. So far we've had Family Mart and 7-Eleven, so that means we're going to have Lawson now. Now the cool thing about this Lawson is it's inside a hotel, the Hilton Hotel, but we're not actually staying at the Hilton, so hopefully they'll let us in. Let's head inside. Alright guys, as you can see it's really busy, so we can't have really nice shots. We're going to have to film this quickly and then show you the food. Guys, it's really busy. We had ramen in Korea, so to make it fair, let's get some ramen in Japan. Alright, I'm gonna make a snap decision, and we're gonna get this one.
This is a bit crazy.
So I'm thinking we need some eggs. Alright guys, it's too hectic in here. You might be able to see the rope behind me. We're probably gonna just have to cut it here. We'll grab the food and we'll show you outside. Alright guys, this is our convenience store haul. Let's go back to the hotel. That was one of the most hectic convenience store runs I've ever done, except maybe at the snow last year in Niseko, which by the way, Niseko is very beautiful and our videos about Niseko have done pretty well. So if you want to check those out, just I'll leave a card somewhere up here. My favorite Lawson fried chicken, they didn't have any or they ran out. We spent about 2,100 yen, which is maybe $23 AUD. Alright guys, we're back in the hotel. Let's go through our haul, as in hallway. Time to check out what we got. And this will also be a surprise to Dip because the convenience store was so busy that she doesn't know what I got. Oh, except for the stuff that Dip got. So she chose the classic Calbee chips.
Are they upside down?
Yes. Yes, they were upside down. She got a bunch of chips that I didn't know about. What is this?
These are also Calbee pizza chips, but they looked a bit different. It's a brown packaging rather than the usual black, so I thought, why not?
There's another chips that Dip got. What is this one? It looks like it's got a picture of ramen on the back.
Yeah, so I don't know. I didn't translate it, but when I flipped it around, there was ramen on the back, so I thought maybe it's ramen flavored.
Damn, that would be cool.
Let's find out.
Let's move these to the front and then let's get to our main course. So those are just some snacks for after dinner. For the main course, we have some noodles. So once again, don't know what this actually says.
But it's shiny.
And then we've got some Nissin cup noodles. It's got a nice black packaging. And to go with ramen, you have to get eggs, right? So I got these eggs. And also, what else goes with ramen? Menma, or bamboo shoots.
No Naruto to go with Menma?
They didn't have any. And I just realized this doesn't really go with ramen, but we like spicy cod roe. So this is potato salad and spicy cod roe. Now, to go with this feast, to wash it all down, we've got two drinks. First, we've got Fruit Spark. I don't know what it is, but I saw an ad for it on the train and it looked cool, so I bought it. And advertising works. And also, advertising really works because this one says new, so I also bought it. So that one is some sort of alcohol. This one, I do not know what it is. They also give you chopsticks and other cutlery. So we've made the noodles, and while we were making the noodles, I Google translated everything. So this one is, funnily enough, Yukajang, which is a Korean style noodle. So we came to Japan to compare the convenience store with Korean convenience store, and we ended up getting Korean food. But in any case, let's see how it goes. I've seen this in other YouTube videos, but I've never actually had it myself. So let's give it a go. The noodles itself tastes and feels like Nissin noodles. Like if you've ever had Nissin cup noodles, I think the texture of the noodles all taste the same. So let's have the broth and compare it. It's got a bit of spice to it, a bit of sour and some umami. It's definitely not bad, but it's not my favorite noodles. Let's try this one. So this one I Google translated, and it's a really special one. It's a seafood chicken soup, luxury noodles that even the owner approves of it. That's what Google Translate says. Okay, so these noodles are a lot thicker than the Nissin noodles. I
prefer these ones more. The broth is definitely very seafoody, very savory, very umami, pretty tasty.
Oh, it does smell nice. It does smell very like the Korean flavors we've had.
All right, so to explain the context of this, Google translated it. Turns out it's Korean style egg.
I might have mutilated it a little bit. But there you go. Oh, I'm afraid of making a mess. The sauce is nice. The center's nice and gooey. Yeah, quite delicious.
So normally with eggs you have it with your ramen, but the sauce looks so good that I feel like the ramen will actually dilute it. Do you think this egg is better than the Korean convenience store egg?
I think it is, texture-wise and taste-wise. I like these noodles.
So you like those ones more, and I like this one more. These we will add to our noodles. Let me just taste it first before I add it to the noodles. Very satisfying. It's not exactly the same texture.
So menma is just pickled bamboo shoots.
But these are not just any old bamboo shoots. They are extraordinary bamboo shoots.
They are extraordinarily thick. I think usually menma's a bit like thinner slice.
So we're halfway through the ramen and I'm a bit thirsty, so let's give the drinks a test. Let's try the fruit spark first, because I do not know what this actually is. Carbonated. It's very disappointing.
Why? The amount of fizz or carbonation in there is a lot. Which is nice, but I think it is just sparkling lemon water. It's kind of like Solo, but not as sweet and mildly bitter, right?
It's basically sparkling water, which makes sense because it's called fruit spark, but definitely a no for me. But
It's not that bad.
we know that Strong Zero and Kirin, they do pretty good. So let's hope this saves the day.
I feel like this is gonna taste like that, just alcoholic. Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, with a mild, like, bitter alcohol taste. Right? Like, it's not bad. It tastes like what it's supposed to taste like.
So this is definitely not representative of Japanese convenience stores, because I feel like we experimented a bit. We normally know what we like and it's really good, but I just decided to pick things that stood out to me just by intuition, and my intuition turned out to be wrong. Normally these sort of drinks are pretty good, but this one tastes like alcoholic sparkling water, so no for me either.
I feel like we did fine with the noodle choice, like the ramen choice we did well with.
Yeah, I want to give the noodles a proper review, because now that I've actually eaten them, I can give a better review of them. The noodles are actually pretty good. I'd say they'd be a solid 7 out of 10. The seafood one, the texture, the thickness of the broth is really good. It's actually as thick as shop ramen. The noodle consistency is really good. The only thing that would make it better for me is if it was tonkotsu flavor, but that's probably a personal taste thing. The yukajang's pretty solid too. The broth is nice. The noodles, I think personally, I just don't like the Nissin style noodles, so maybe the yukajang that's from a Korean brand might be better. Whoa, okay, so we've finished both of them and I'm actually so full, but we still have the spicy cod roe left. Let's give that a go. That was very smooth.
What, the tearing? This is a very interesting consistency.
Looks gross.
It looks like it's covered in nacho cheese or something. It is a potato salad. It's creamy with a little bit of mayo, I think. And the orange just comes from the cod roe.
Oh, you have a very good taste because I Google translated it and it's a collab between Kewpie Mayo and Lawson. Is it good?
Not bad.
Time for the next segment. Dips. Chip review time.
We've had these ones before multiple times and I feel like most people know what it tastes like, and these are readily available like in Australia.
I'll just give a brief description of it if people don't know. They're Cowboy Pizza chips. They look like those crinkle cut chips. They have a pretty generous amount of cheese flavoring on it. They're pretty solid. If you see it in your Asian supermarket, definitely give it a try.
What should we start with?
It's Dips Chip Review. Wait, what did I call it before?
Dips. Chips. Dips.
Dips, chips, review time, so you can choose.
Okay, well let's start with these ones because I am most curious about these ones.
I'm gonna lean because I'm very full.
See, you can see all that cheese. You can see you in the background as well.
Oh, you can see me in the background? Okay. But I can see the cheese from that far away, and I'm blind, so that's a lot of cheese.
They kind of taste the same.
Can I try some?
Oh.
They taste the same except a bit more barbecuey. Does it show fire on the thing? Yeah, I think it's like more.
It's a bit smoky.
Yeah. You know what? That's better.
I would give these a 7. I really enjoyed the pollock ones. They would be a 10. Should we Google translate it? It's immoral garlic flavor.
Sinful.
Sinful, addictive flavor. Pizza potato. Oh, there we go. These ones are a much thinner cut. They look kind of plain though. Soy sauce flavor, maybe?
I'm gonna try out the new trend where you use your phone as a microphone instead.
Not bad.
That's kind of nice. I need another one to figure it out.
Butter soy sauce?
Kind of reminds me of the Want rice crackers.
Let's Google translate this one. Multi ramen taste.
So it is ramen flavored.
Yeah, pretty decent. You really can't go wrong with these chips.
Stephen's ASMR session. That sounds creepy. Alright, so that was breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Japanese convenience stores. Tomorrow, we're going to hop on a plane
エコノミークラス専用のお客様が機内前方に1つ
back to Australia and eat convenience store food for another 24 hours. We're back in Brisbane, Australia, and Dip's at work, so today it's just you and me. Our first stop is 7-Eleven. So Australia doesn't really have a convenience store culture like in Asia, but fun fact, 7-Eleven Japan actually bought over 7-Eleven Australia last year for $1.7 billion. So I'm hoping it's improved. Let's go. So this is the Hershey's cookies and cream. Kind of just tastes like a vanilla milkshake. It's not bad. These cooked tuna and avocado rolls come with these soy sauce in the fish packets. So let's add a little bit of soy sauce. It's just okay. So this is the peri peri chicken with slaw, but I don't know how to open the packet. It's actually not bad. It's got a bit of a kick to it, a bit of spice. It's not bad. It's probably just a bit expensive. This is the double chocolate donut. Tastes like a normal Krispy Kreme, but with heaps of chocolate on top. It's pretty good, but probably gets sickening. This is our national mascot called a bin chicken. Now for the next one. The next one's a bit weird because I don't actually know anyone that actually uses it. Anyway, let's grab some stuff and meet Dip at home and let her try it out. Got our lunch haul. Two things. One, they actually had a lot more cool stuff than I thought, but two, very expensive. I think Dip might freak out when I tell her how much everything costs. Let's surprise her. For our main course, we have some udon.
Ooh, tempura.
And for the drink, we have Kool-Aid. We have Mars Secret Center biscuits.
Ooh, interesting. Peel it back. Okay, so it definitely needs to be mixed because right now it looks like some very, very sad noodles.
It doesn't look like udon.
No, you're right. These are normal sort of instant noodles.
And where's the tempura?
Yes, I saw some Naruto's. Oh, there's your sad tempura. Bad chopstick skills. We're gonna try one of the tempura bits to start with. It looks a bit sad. It is a bit sad. The batter, the tempura, is a bit soggy, which you kind of expect. Noodle time. So definitely not udon noodles. They are just your typical instant noodles. The soup is like definitely a bit seafoody. It's got the bonito flavoring in there. So like all in all, not a bad noodle. Definitely not udon, and the tempura is sad.
So this is what I think of Australian convenience stores so far. It's actually got better things than I thought, but it's actually really expensive. So do you know how much we spent for lunch?
Oh, let me guess. $20?
$17.
It is expensive.
But in Korea or Japan, I think we'd get that for maybe half price or a quarter of the price.
Look, this tastes like medicine.
Not good.
I think generally not a fan of great flavoured stuff, but this one is, yeah, just not great. Not worth the money. I'm curious as to when it says secret centre, if it means that every single centre is different or if it's just secret. I mean, it tastes good, but it kind of just tastes like chocolate. Like this one's probably worth $7.50. Should I try another one and see if the centre's different?
One thing I can say about Australian convenience stores that's good is the staff have been very friendly, very helpful. When the 7-Eleven guy thought I was having trouble with the shake machine, he came to help me.
That's a secret centre. It looks the same as the other one I ate. So they're all the same flavour. Stay tuned for dinner.
어릴 때 원했던 어른이 됐나 Thought I found oh she's mine 놓칠까 달렸던 나 Let's just take it slowly 늦은 어떤 때 같은 곳을 바라보고 있잖아 Go anywhere you want to underneath the pressure
So we just dropped by Night Owl, which is a convenience store exclusive to Brisbane. Now the car park's about to close, so we're going to go home and we'll try these things out there. Okay, so we made it home and now it's time to try our Australian convenience store dinner. So for our dinner drink, I found this Fruity Fantasy flavoured Coca-Cola, which is a very interesting flavour. And I didn't realise it at the time, but it's a limited edition Korean drink. Oh, it smells interesting. I don't even know what flavour this is. It is kind of fruity. It's fruity and it's a flavour I've tasted before, but I can't place it. It's not bad. Oh. It smells good. Oh, interesting. It's spicy and a little bit sour. Tastes a bit like soy sauce too. I'm not sure if it tastes like ramen, but it's definitely got Asian flavors in it. If you've made it this far, you must have liked our videos. So consider subscribing and we'll make more. We were actually looking for some hot food for dinner, but they ran out of hot food there. We picked up a toasty instead, but it's cold. And he didn't offer to heat it up for us. Unlike Korean and Japanese convenience stores, I don't actually know if they've got the facilities to heat it up for you. Chicken and bacon crock toasty? Chicken and bacon toasty. So it comes pre-cut. It looks a bit sad. Tastes better than I thought it would. Inside's got chicken with some sort of creamy cheesiness, and I think it's also got bits of bacon on the inside too. So if this was warm, it'd probably taste a whole lot better. Convenience stores in Korea are known as a great place to grab food, snacks and alcohol at affordable prices. We're starting off with CU, which is one of the biggest convenience store chains in Korea. One of the most popular items are samgak kimbap, which are triangle-shaped rice snacks wrapped in seaweed. So this is one of the things that Stephen was looking forward to the most. They have a selection of tea and coffee in these pretty bags. Once you choose the one you want, you head over and grab an ice cup to go with it. Some convenience stores have seating as well. Not bad. Stephen chose this drink because he really likes peach iced tea and he's a sucker for pretty pink packaging. This one tastes a bit medicine-y.
So there's no English on these, so we had to use Google Translate. This is a Jinju Bibim. I have no idea what that is.
There are special instructions on the bottom showing you how to open it.
It's salty. I think it's got the red pepper paste in it. Pretty good. I think Bibim means mixed rice, so it's mixed rice. This is a smoked egg.
The color looks so nice.
Yeah, it's so shiny too. It smells smoky.
Oh, that smells so good. Wow.
It definitely feels like it's being cured. Texture's a bit rubbery. It just tastes like a hard-boiled egg. Like the shell smells more smoked than the actual flavour.
Korean convenience stores also have a lot of interesting drinks. One of the more popular drinks is the banana milk.
So apparently the Queensland government introduced it.
Did you say Queensland government?
So apparently the Korean government introduced this due to lack of nutrition. So most kids grew up drinking this banana milk. And now usually there's a little straw that you just go stabby, but we didn't get one, so I'm just going to peel it and use one of our existing straws. Because I think when you go to recycle this at the end, you've got to peel off the metal anyway. So I'm just going to peel this off completely, chuck that in our rubbish pile. Apparently here they're very big on their recycling, so you've got to make sure that you do separate things.
I'd say this one lives up to its hype. It's a very satisfying banana flavoured milk.
So that's it for breakfast. It was a bit of a light one, but stay tuned for dinner where we'll have a feast. Next up is lunch.
This time we're at GS25, which is another one of Korea's biggest convenience store chains. We're gonna pick up this sandwich called an idol sandwich. The ingredients actually seem kinda gross, but we'll try it out and see what we think.
This love's not easy. Just keep your head held high. People will find you pretty. I just wonder where they are. You like my Batman t-shirt? It costs.
The cool thing about Korean convenience stores are that you can buy hot food, but what happens is, oops, I dropped this off, is that there are microwaves to heat up your food. So you can have a nice hot meal pretty easy. This one.
Our lunch haul is 10,000 Korean won, which is about $10 Australian or $7.35 USD.
We tried the banana milk earlier this morning, but we've got the strawberry milk here, so let's see which one's better. Okay, let's test what this is. It looks like probably a thin omelette. Yeah, I think it is omelette because it's got that. Let's try this rice. Pretty normal rice. Pork cutlet. Not bad. Tastes like chicken tenders instead of like a pork cutlet. Probably because once again it's microwave. All right, this is hamburger patty. Not bad, spiced pretty well. Probably some standard kimchi there. Kimchi is definitely better at restaurants. Hot dog with some tomato sauce. Tastes like what you think. It's actually pretty decent and fills you up. Very satisfying. Oh yeah, there we go. So I actually quite like the banana milk from this morning. So let's see how this compares. This
This is actually pretty good.
Do you want some lactose?
Oh yes, I should take some lactose before I poop my pants. It tastes like strawberry milk and the other one tastes like banana milk. So it's not like it's something that we haven't ever had before, but maybe it's nice because it's familiar. Would recommend. I haven't had strawberry milk in ages because of my lactose intolerance. So this is a nice change. And I forgot to mention, the water's free when you buy that hot meal. That's pretty good. Right, so lucky last is the idol sandwich. Now, what makes it sound disgusting is that it is a combination of potato salad on one side, cabbage salad on the other side, jam right in the middle to glue it all together. Oh, opens up like a nice pocket. I can smell it already. Looks kind of gross. This looks like maybe the potato salad on one side, and that's probably the cabbage, and you can sort of see that jam in the middle. When I first bite into it, all the flavors sort of hit me and it's all weird. So it's taking me a while to figure out what I'm tasting. But I think mainly the sweetness is what overwhelms everything. And it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's my favorite sandwich, but it's not disgusting. And you want to know why it's called an idol sandwich?
Why?
So apparently, not sure if this is true, idols eat this at the cafeteria before they go on the K-pop music show, and they use the wrapping to swap phone numbers secretly because they're not allowed to date. That's just a rumor, I'm not sure if it's true. And because K-pop is so popular, people heard about it and they went crazy for it. So all the convenience stores came out with their own line. And that's our damage for today. It's currently 9:33 p.m. and we're in search of a 7-Eleven with enough space for seating. The first 7-Eleven we went to was too small, so the one that I found on the map next looks like it's in some sort of church. So interesting to find out what it looks like.
So we got here, but they're closed as well. Not much luck today.
All right, our search continues. We're not gonna stop until we find a 7-Eleven for you guys so we can complete this video. Let's go.
What better way to end this than with some ramyeon? This 7-Eleven has quite a big seating area upstairs. We saw other people having the time of their lives eating snacks and getting lit. Dinner haul! Along with seating, a lot of convenience stores also have microwaves to heat up your food and boiling water for your noodles. They didn't have any English instructions, so we had to use Google Translate. Hope they turn out okay. I feel like this would be better as a dry noodle. It's a bit diluted. Maybe I put too much water.
But normally the same brand, the carbonara, is delicious, right? It's our favorite.
Maybe this is like the soup version rather than the dry version carbonara. I mean, it tastes pretty good. It's just more mild, that's all. The egg looks pretty. This one also didn't have any English instructions either. Smells very tomatoey. Oh yeah. It's not bad at all. I guess if you're expecting instant ramen, it's probably not like that. So Google Translate says that it's called not cock pasta. Tried their banana milk and their strawberry milk. Now it's time to try their melon milk. So like we saw online that some people don't recommend it, but we've had two friends that really like the melon milk, so we'll give it a go. Ready to stabby? Cheers. Oh, I was going to say, it's not melon, but it is melon. It's honeydew flavour. I think you'll like this one. I think I like this one the most out of the three, but only because it's different. Delicious. So it's got a nice texture. Somehow there's a bit of spice in it as well though. And it tastes a bit seafoody or a bit like thorny. Very good while in Korea. Might as well drink and eat snacks. Except we don't have any glasses, so we're just gonna drink from the bottle. Cheers. Overall, I'd say our favourites would be the samgak kimbap, ice cup drinks, banana milk, and melon milk. So that was breakfast, lunch and dinner at 3 different Korean convenience stores. Watch our next video here or here.